Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lisa and I'm crazy about perfumes. Today I'd like to talk about the June perfume tray, but first I also like to apologize for my voice. I'm recovering from a cold and it's been quite a difficult week. So yeah, that is why I'm sounding congested. June in Australia is a winter month. It's the beginning of winter for us. And so far it hasn't been too cold. We've been having days in the low 20 degrees Celsius, so that's not too bad. I would expect it to drop maybe about 10 degrees more in terms of maximum in around July, August. So in the winter months, I do like my richer, warmer fragrances, and I'm noticing that I also like fresher scents in the evenings. I noticed that for the month May, which is an autumn month here in Australia, so that's why I have a couple of lighter fragrances in this June perfume tray. The first one I want to talk about is Vanilla Square by Maison Tahite. Maison Tahite is an Italian house. They focus on sustainability. I do have a video about the unboxing of this fragrance and also the search for a vanilla perfume. Vanilla Square is a vanilla gourmand with notes of vanilla, praline, benzoin. It's rather strong in the first few hours, and then on my skin it really settles down. I can't really smell a lot of it after a few hours, but those first few hours it's very, very strong. When I was in the store deciding on what to buy, I asked the lady in the store, is it French? And she goes, it's Maison. All Maison are French. And then it turns out it's Italian, which I kind of had an inkling of because of the words creative profumi and made in Italy. So let's give it a spray. Definitely very dessert smelling. I actually get a lot of almond in this one. It's like a powdered sugar almond vanilla dessert. I'm quite happy with it because it was exactly what I wanted. I have not yet worn this out. I've only been wearing it at home because I think it is quite, it projects a bit further than I'm comfortable with to wear out at this point, but I do think if it does get colder, I'll be able to give it a go one day. It's a cute bottle too. It's meant to be reminiscent of apothecary bottles. And Maison Tahite also has a chocolate and a coffee range, and I'd be keen to try those other fragrances. This is a 100 ml Eau de Parfum. This one was about $200. Next we have Tresor by Lancôme. This is a 30 ml Eau de Parfum and is a nostalgia repurchase. Lancôme is a French beauty and fragrance house, and Tresor was released in the 90s. This one makes me feel very nostalgic. My mother used to wear this one. This one has notes of apricot, rose, and sandalwood. I've been wearing this. It's been part of my regular rotation during the colder months here in Brisbane, Australia, and it's really long lasting and I'm really enjoying it. Spray. My goodness. Gosh, it's so good and really recognizable as well. If I'm walking past someone wearing this on the street, I absolutely know what it is. It's warm, and I believe in one of my other videos I described it as golden, and yeah, that's still the word that comes to mind, golden. I purchased this one at Meijer for about $130. Next we have Rose Alexandrie by Armani Prive. Armani Prive is the Giorgio Armani exclusives line. This one was a birthday present to myself last year, and I'm really enjoying it as well. It's an eau de toilette 50 ml, and it's a bit light for colder weather, so I've just been spraying more sprays. So usually I spray a total of 4, but when I'm wearing this one I spray a total of 6 times. This is a citrus rose with notes of neroli, bergamot, and rose. And all in the Armani Prive line have this distinctive pebble cap, that's what I call it. And this one I purchased at David Jones. Let's give it a spray. I was so excited when I had made the decision to purchase this because it'd been on my list for such a long time. Gorgeous. Light citrus, rosy musky, really an elegant fragrance and easy to wear. So this was the perfume I wore that I brought on my trip to Malaysia a couple months ago, and it was just perfect for that trip in a hot, humid, tropical climate. I'm quite keen to try more of the Armani Prive range. What about you? Do you have any from the Armani Prive range? And do you have any recommendations for me? Let me know in the comments below. Next we have Edo Nectar by Lancôme. This one was a bit of a surprise for me. It's a neo-gourmand as described by Lancôme. It's got a popcorn accord, caramel, rose, and vanilla. So this is the first time I've been attracted to a gourmand, and I sprayed it on to test it at Meijer and couldn't stop sniffing myself and went back that same week to purchase this bottle. This is a 50 ml eau de parfum. Let's give it a spray. Yeah, so good. It reminds me of golden syrupiness. I think I find it thick. It's a thick fragrance for me, and it definitely lasts a long time. Really, really gorgeous, and I'm really enjoying this one as well. Definitely a cold weather fragrance. I also think the bottle is really unique. It's really, really thin. Show you how thin it is. It's almost a little scarily too thin. I always feel like bottles of this style are easily breakable. You can hear the birds out there. But yes, gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance, and I love the color of the bottle as well. And last for June, we have Venice from the Eaux collection by Chanel. This is a 125 ml eau de toilette. It was a birthday purchase for myself a few years back, and it has not really been my favorite, so the dent is not very large. There is a note in here that makes me feel sad, but I noticed that one day I was drawn to it after work and it wasn't too bad. So maybe it's growing on me after all this time. This is a neroli tonka fragrance, and I think that's what attracted me to it in the first place, because my birthday is during the summer here in Australia, and this smelled kind of fresh when I was at the Chanel Beauty Boutique. Let's give it a spray. Yes. So almost right away there is that note, which makes me a little sad. Yeah. So yeah, it is a little bit of a challenge to wear this one, I think. But I'm gonna keep at it. And gorgeous bottle. And during the last video was the first time I had noticed that Chanel is actually etched in the glass at the bottom. So beautiful bottle. Really like the minimal sleek lines. So the Eaux range itself I find is quite clever to have light concentrations for the summer months and to have them tied to a destination. Apparently they were Coco Chanel's favorite destinations. I did also try Paris Edinburgh, which was very sort of herby green, and Paris, which unfortunately I didn't really like. So that is my tray for June. What about you? What do you have on your June tray? Let me know in the comments. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing. Love to have you here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!